Yo guys, what is up? What is going on? It's Lexi back here for a new video. Going over some player props today, possibly some spreads and money lines as well for the NBA. It's day 2. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited to go ahead and get this video out. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get into some props that I got, man. First of all, we got like how many games do we even have today, man? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. No, we have more than that. We have more than that. It's not right. But yeah, anyway, I'm super pumped. I'm super excited. We got plenty of games going on today. And yeah, this is going to be super duper exciting. So I'm really, really ready for it. But a couple things I want to go ahead get into. We're gonna go over the player props to start, and then after that I will go over any spreads or money lines that I like. If you wanted to do that, and you don't want to listen to player props, skip towards the end of the video for when I start talking about that. So yeah, I got 6 player props here, so if we sweep today, that will be awesome. First up, first play, this is a even odd play. We're taking Brandon Miller, 22 PA, taking him over. He's going up against Brooklyn. His line was bumped on Prize Picks yesterday, as we can see. Looking at the shot chart, defense, Brooklyn last year had a solid D. They have they have a really young team right now. I think Brooklyn is going to be probably the worst team in the league this year. Sorry if you're a Brooklyn Nets fan. If we look at him against Brooklyn, this is from let's go to last season. He played him one time and he dropped a 33 bomb on them. And then overall in his career, he's never missed against them as well. So, I like this spot for Brandon Miller, man. And yeah, LaMelo Ball did play in this game, by the way. Brandon Miller played 38 minutes in this game. I think Brandon Miller goes out there, gives us another good game, man. I think 23 should go ahead and be something that he can hit. If you want to alt it, you can go ahead and do that on Prize Picks. Right now, Underdog isn't letting you alt this play for now. So yeah, I like Brandon Miller here over 22.5 PA. Moving on, we're going to James Harden, taking him going up against the Utah Jazz. We're taking him over 29.5 points plus assists. Looking at him last season, he went over this line 58% of the time. Again, no data from this year to go off of, so we got to go off of what we can from last year. Obviously, not as accurate. We look at him against Utah last year. He did not miss this line once. He went over every single time. Let's see. They don't have a point and assist on here. They're giving up last year. Utah ranked 27th in points allowed to the point guard position, getting up 25.6. And they were giving up 10 assists a game to them as well, ranking 29th in the league. So terrible on defense versus the position there. I think he goes ahead. He can give us 30. He should be able to go in, lock in, and do that for us. I'm pretty confident he goes ahead and hits it. I don't mind his points either at 19.5, but I feel like his points and assists is something that I'm going to be rocking with. I've already locked. Is this one I locked in on Underdog? Yes, I played these two together on Underdog, and I used the 30% profit boost that they gave. So, this is a $25 entry for like 99 something, basically 100. So, yeah, good play there. Moving on, taking Jalen Duren. I like him over 19.5 points and rebounds. You can take him as original line at 25.5, or you can take him at 21.5. You can play around with it if you want. I'm going with 19.5. Looking at him against Chicago last year, he went over this 3 out of the 4 games that he played. Just in general last season, he hit the small line 61% of the time. Chicago, looking at the also Chicago doesn't have a couple players today. They don't have Kobe White or Zach Collins, I believe it is. I think Detroit wins this game, but looking at last year, they're giving up 15.1 rebounds to centers, and then they are giving up, what's their points at? Let's see their points, 24.5. So Again, this is from last year. If you don't like it, you can fade it for sure. But I think Duran goes ahead and gives us 20 here pretty easily. I even like his original line, but I'm playing the Alta line. Moving on. I do got another Alta line here, so I'm sorry. But Tobias Harris, 11.5 points. We are taking him over this line. This is very, very low. You can even take him at 13.5 underdog. His original line on PrizePicks at 14, so I would definitely take him on underdog. But if you look at him against Chicago, he went over this line every single game last season. If we look at him just on the season, he went over this line 65% of the time. Chicago is giving up 23.2 points a game to his position, and they're giving up, let's see, giving up 2.13 made as well. Not bad there. They have a pretty good D on the 3, but I think Tobias goes ahead, gives us this line. I'm really not worried about this line at all. I put him in, and I paired him. Let me see who I paired him with, so I gotta make sure I do this right. I'm pretty sure it's this next play, actually, that I paired him with. I did this one on PrizePicks. Yeah. So PrizePicks had Dillon Brooks at an even 15. When I locked this in, it looks like now he's at 14.5. I don't know if you can take him at 15. They had him at 15 when I locked it in last night. Yeah, they bumped. Damn. Sorry, guys. They bumped it down 14.5, which, I mean, I still like. I would have took him at this line if it weren't for it, but I have him at an even 15 here in case of push potential. But I'm taking Dillon Brooks under 15 points flat. They have him at 15.5 on parlay play, too. The odds look terrible on that, though. It looks like on, DraftKings, though, I would maybe take a look at this 15.5 on there. To see what the odds are on that. But I do like his under 15 against Sacramento. Let's see. So if we look at him last year, obviously he was on a different team. He was on the Houston Rockets. This is that's San Antonio. There we go. Last season he played Sacramento 3 times. Keep in mind he was with the Rockets, so this is different. But he did not go over this line one time. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't think Dillon Brooks is a good basketball player. Honestly though, Sacramento did not have a great defense against this position last year, so if you don't like this line, you can fade it. I think 15 is too high for Dillon Brooks. If we just look at him in general last season, he went over his line. He only went over 15 45% of the time. I like his under. I think it's a good play. That's what I'm going with. If you don't like it, fade it. I paired him with Tobias Harris. These were even odds on his 15 flat, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that, but paired him with Tobias Harris on PrizePicks. And then there's one more play I want to talk about. So it's going to be Diabate for the Charlotte Hornets. His 6.5 points line is way too low. I actually liked him. I took him at 7.5 last night. And he's down to 6.5 now. An underdog and whatever. But you can take him at 7.5. I took him at 7.5 on if it's better odds, take him at 7.5. I took him at 6.5, or I took him at 7.5, but I may lock it at 6.5 on underdog as well. I really like him to go over this line again. Like I said, I think Brooklyn may be the worst team in the league this year. So Diabate, let's see, points. So Brooklyn was giving up, this is from last season again, 22.7 points a game to the center position. Looking at Diabate against Brooklyn last season, he went over this line 3 out of the 4 games. He had a 21 bomb in this game, which is crazy. He will be starting. This game he didn't even play. I don't even know if he got in this game and played. But it looks like he's going to be the starting center here. I really like this line. I think if he can't give us 7 points, then that's crazy. I took him at 7.5, so I hope he gives us 8. I think he can give us 10. I like him. I really do like him here. I know they bumped him down here today, but I think this is a good line. I think this is a good spot for him. I think he goes over this line. If you don't like it, you can go ahead, you can fade it, but honestly, we know he shoots 79% inside of the solo block area, 20% inside the paint area there. Brooklyn was terrible inside of this like block area right under the rim, giving up. They're ranked number 22, so obviously that's terrible. I really like him here. I like him to go over 6.5 points. So, recapping, I got on the side here, you can probably see. Some news I just got that came in is Karl-Anthony Towns was just downgraded to doubtful. So if you were thinking of taking Cleveland, I was actually thinking of locking in the Knicks money line, but now I think Cleveland -1.5 is a very good play. I just wanted to say that. I just got that news come up on my phone there, from Underdog. So yeah, but anyway. Brandon Miller, we're taking him over 22.5 PA. James Harden over 29.5 PA. Jalen Duren, 19.5 points and rebounds, taking his over. Tobias Harris over 11.5 points. Dylan Brooks under 15 points. And Diabate over 6.5 points. So, those are 6 plays that I got. Now, getting into some some spreads, money lines type of thing. How many games do we actually have today? We have 12 games today. So I am missing a couple on here. But there are a couple things that I want to talk about. So obviously now they took off the spread. They just took off the spread in this game because Karl-Anthony Towns is ruled out. But the spread will probably move from 1.5 to or he's doubtful. The spread will move from 1.5, but if for some reason it's at 1.5, take it. Take Cleveland spread, guys, 1.5. Moving on, I think the Charlotte Hornets win this game, obviously. I think Atlanta wins this game. I think Detroit, I like Detroit -2.5 here. I really, really do. But something that I really do want to talk about is Minnesota. -4. On here, they have it 4.5. I'm seeing -4 on here. I love Minnesota -4 here. I think Minnesota is a good competing team this season. Now, will they win the NBA Finals? Not sure about that, but I do think they are going to be a top 5 team in the West this year. So I really do like them. Portland, probably going to be towards kind of the bottom of the pack. Portland, obviously, no Damian Lillard, no Robert Williams III. They got Avdija, who is a very good player, I must say, Shaedon Sharpe, and Toumani Camara, Jrue Holiday. But besides that, they don't have a lot of guys. This is a game I can see the Wolves blowing, but I do think that -4 or -4.5, whatever one you see, I like both of those. I really do think that's a good line, and I really, really like it. Clippers Jazz, I'm not taking a 10.5 spread. That is just crazy. Because in the NBA, really anything can happen, man. So, but let's see. I don't know if I really don't mind Philadelphia plus 4.5 here. This is a game Philadelphia can easily win. I know that it's in Boston. Here I like the Orlando Magic. I don't know why this line is at. Oh yeah, it's at 85. That's right. Okay. Obviously, -400 isn't worth taking for the money line, but I do like that. Yesterday, I took a total, got chalked because of the double overtime. So yeah, that sucks because it's chalked, but it is what it is, man. I really the main play I'm gonna lock in is Minnesota -4.5 or -4. Here, obviously, Cavaliers, depending on what the spread moves to, if you see it at 1.5, take it. If you already took it at 1.5, good job, because There's no cat in this game, so they're gonna have to pivot. I don't even know who the Knicks have as backup center. It's going to be. Oh, and there's no Mitchell Robinson either. No Josh Hart, obviously. So they got Trey Jemison. He was on the Lakers last year, I believe. And they got this Ariel Hukporti guy at center. So really, I think Evan Mobley may be a good play to kind of take a look at too. So it's kind of where I'm at right now. As far as spreads, money line stuff, take Minnesota minus 4.5. That's the play that I really like. The rest of these games, my first game of the season, I'm not really feeling it. If I had to lead under on totals, 28.5 kind of seems 28.5 kind of seems high here. I may lean the under on the Charlotte Hornets Brooklyn Nets game, but that's really all I got, man. And if you want to pull plus money play, I really Philly money line could be a good spot as well. But for the most part, I'm gonna kind of stay away from these things. But I do really like the Minnesota spot here, so I would go ahead and lock that in if I were you guys. I know I'm gonna lock it in myself. But yeah, that's all I got, man. 6-player props I went ahead and gave you. If we go ahead and sweep, it will be incredible. I'm pumped. I'm excited for the season, man. I appreciate you for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow the channel, man. Leave any comments if you have any questions, or if you just want to comment, please comment. Appreciate it. I'm happy to interact. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow for some new plays. Probably gonna make an NFL video.